Here we have a 2001 or 2002 Ford F150, the biofuel. Uh, I'll say probably about 2 months. This vehicle stopped running. It just suddenly stopped. Of course, we took it to a mechanic shop, and they condemned the motor. They actually said we needed a new one now. Of course, we went ahead and opened the motor up just to see what was wrong with it, just in case. As you can see, we're missing the guides right there. We have one of the guides here. As you can see, it broke off. And there it is. Of course, we have done the inspection first, like fuel, spark plug, and of course air. And it had all that. It had everything that I needed to start. Now, of course, we also checked. We did the compression test, so we figured out that it had no compression. So we took it to the mechanic shop. Stayed there for a month and a half. Now it's here. Today we just got it back, and we started taking everything off just to see what was wrong with it. And of course, both sides of the guides were actually missing, the lower ones. On this one here, actually, it was still there with a piece. As you can see, there's still a piece of the guy there, a piece of the guy there. And so, of course, I know a little bit about mechanical work, so I had told my buddy that this truck was actually, everything was working good. Like the bottom end turns freely. It's not locked up or anything like that. That it was maybe, it jumped time. I mean, the truck does have 320 plus miles, so it's actually pretty good. Original motor. But yeah, that's what we found so far. Is the guys broke off, letting the vehicle skip time so it wouldn't start. So now we're doing this. I'm over here taking off the valve cover. It's real dirty, I know. You gotta take the passenger side, driver side, so we can get the parts, get the chains, new chains, and of course go ahead and time the vehicle. And hopefully that's the only problem. Like I said, we won't know until we put everything back together. We'll be able to see the valves, make sure no springs are broken or no valves are bent, stuff like that. Once we take up the valve covers and we look at the lobes, make sure there's not a lot of play, but we'll go from there. Just wanted to show you here, and of course I'll make another video and let you know where we're at. But so far, pretty simple. This is what we have now. Harmonic balancer, or the crank pulley. This is how I have all the screws. The four on the bottom. There's a power steering pump. There's this four here. They're attached to the oil pan. These two here, they're just on the bottom. And then of course, we got the three for the water pump, the left side, or the right side, my right side, and the left side here. We got the pulley, and we got the belt tensioner, and here we have the valve cover, the timing cover, I mean. Just here, we'll clean them up before we put it back together. As you can see, when it skipped time, or maybe the guy broke off, it hit two spots, which is not too bad, so hopefully everything works out. We got the crank sensor still in there. We got the lower gear, and then we have this one here, which is, I don't know what they call this one here, but you need it to more time. It's like a little spacer gear. I think that's actually what the crank sensor reads, the little teeth, to send the signal for the spark. All right, so stay tuned, and I'll take you along and see what we have here on this and how everything works out. Hopefully by the time I get the parts and everything, we can put it back together and it'll start right back up. Let's hope. And yes, I do have the motor on DTC. As you can see, you know, this one's here. They have a, this doesn't have it here, but it's you got your key, and then of course I timed it with the little dot all the way at the bottom, and I have my first number one cylinder, which is on my left side, passenger side, top dead center. All right. Well, we found more mayhem here. Then you call these ones here the rollers or something like that. Got 4 broken. Well, this was cracked, but still broken. And the other ones are good. Now, tell me, is this bad or not bad? Or we just need a new set of rollers. I gotta go from there. Everything else was good. I mean, we gotta check the. I might have to take out the heads to check the valves, make sure the valves are good. I mean, they don't seem to be one higher than the other, so they actually like they're about the same height. So see, they all look the same, and that's all the way. I don't know if you can see, but yeah, they all look good. They don't normally want to be weird and crooked, but I have to check them all and see what's next.